Hi, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Erica. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. I would love to have you subscribe, like, comment, and if you're returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. So today's video is going to be part one of my collection series. I have broken up my makeup into different categories. Now my categories might be a little bit different than yours, or maybe the way I've grouped them together is different than what you've seen here before. But this is just what made the most sense in my mind. My goal behind doing this is to get rid of makeup products that I'm not using, use makeup products that I haven't used in a while and really want to use, kind of a combination of things, and then also to organize things a little bit better, because I have things just thrown in a tub, and I'm going to show you my tub here in just a minute, and it's just not a good way to store my makeup, because typically what happens is stuff that I'm not using just kind of floats to the bottom, and then I don't think about it. I forget that I have it because I'm not seeing it. I just reach in, grab what's on the top, and use that. So there's a lot of things in here in my makeup collection that just are not getting any love. So I just really wanted to decide, like, do I want to keep these things or do I want to declutter them? So I'm going to start off with my eye primers and my face primer, part one. And this is the tub that's full of my eye primers and face primers. And as you can see, things are just thrown in here. And, you know, I'm kind of cheap. I didn't really want to spend the money on buying those really nice, cool organizers, but I know there's quite a few different kinds on Amazon that are not super expensive. So that's kind of my goal here too, is to get things organized, or get things sorted, I guess, and then organize them better so that they're easier for me to find, and I'm using more of my products. Most of these things are pretty drugstore, very affordable. A lot of these things I got either in a BoxyCharm or an Ipsy. Some of these things were gifted to me. So yeah, I'm just going to start off with episode one, showing you guys what I have for face primers, eye primers, and then deciding what I'm going to keep and what I'm going to let go of. So if you guys are ready to watch me go through my tub, then please sit back, relax, and let's get into it. All right, so I am going to start off with my eye primers, and this is the first one here. This is the Stuck On You eye primer. This is from Beauty Crop, and this is in the shade, is there a shade? No, it just says the Beauty Crop Stuck On You eye primer. This is just a little pot eye primer. That's what it looks like there. I've used this a couple of times. I was not impressed with how this worked. It just kind of, I don't know, it did some funky things to my eyeshadows. I used a kind of a cool toned eyeshadow palette when I used this, and it just kind of made the shades look really, I don't know, muted, and just kind of took the pigment away. So I will definitely be decluttering this. Like I said, I really haven't used this much, so there's just really no point in me keeping it. Then we have the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer in Original, Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Original. This is almost gone, and it's pretty messy. I got this off Amazon. I got this in a set with the Urban Decay Naked Honey palette, and I think it was $25 for both together, which I thought was a great deal. I used a gift card I got for Christmas, and I love this. I really do. It's kind of a stickier eye primer, I would say, more tacky for me anyway. It's got this little doe foot applicator that you use to apply the primer. I basically just swipe that across my lid, and then use my fingers to kind of smooth it out. And then I do set this with a little bit of translucent powder, but like I said, this is almost gone. I don't really know that there's very much in there. So I'm going to try to scrape the rest of it out, and then this will be going in the garbage can. Then we have the Makeup Revolution Cut Crease Canvas. This is something that you use, obviously, to cut your crease. This is in Illustrate. And I got this, gosh, quite a while ago, because I was going to master the cut crease technique. And I've used it maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 times, and ever since it's been sitting in a tub. It works really well, really a cool product to use to cut your crease with. I am not going to give this away or get rid of it quite yet, because I do want to use it for an upcoming collab that I'm going to be doing in January. But I highly recommend, if you guys are into doing cut crease type looks, that you try this out. It's very affordable and it works great. Then we have the NYX Glitter Primer. I'm going to get rid of this. There's nothing wrong with this per se. It's just that it doesn't work well for me. It just always creases my eyeshadows, my shimmers. I've tried using less, I've tried using more, I've tried applying it with a brush, a finger, setting it, not set, whatever, and it just doesn't do anything but crease my shimmers, which bums me out because I see a lot of people use this product on their channel for their eye looks, and it looks amazing. It makes their shimmers stand out way more and look more metallic, but for me, just doesn't do anything other than crease my shimmers. Then I have this. This is the, I don't even know what brand this is. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of what that little symbol is for the brand. I've looked all over this thing. It's probably under the sticker. But this is the Pero Primero Primer Long Wear Sticky Pigment Base. And I used this quite a bit when I first got it, but then of course it gets drawn to the bottom of my tub, so I haven't used this in a really long time, but it worked really well. It is very sticky. I did set this with a little bit of translucent powder, but it's a really nice kind of lotiony consistency and then dries down pretty tacky. So I think I got this, what, in an Ipsy maybe, or a BoxyCharm? I think maybe an Ipsy. Do I need to keep this? I think I will hold on to this just for a little while to see if maybe I will use it after I get things stored differently. And then if I still don't use it, I'm going to give it away, probably to my daughter. Then we have the OG, the Holy Grail. This is the P. Louise eyeshadow base in Rumor 01 that Steph, not your basic Steph, sent to me. This is my favorite, well, one of my favorite eye primers. I just love it. It's so nice and emollient. It does such an amazing job at helping you blend out your mattes. And it also, shimmers adhere really well to this too. I love having this. It's just a great eye primer. I don't need to set this. It's just really easy. A little bit of this goes a long way. I've had this for a long time, like, I don't know, several months, maybe a year. Gosh, I'm trying to think when she sent this to me. And it still works great, and I have quite a bit of it left. This is a great, great eyeshadow primer. Highly recommend it. Then we have the Queen Nubia Cosmetics eyeshadow base, and I thought I had lost this again. My cats had gotten a hold of this at some point and batted it underneath my desk, and I couldn't find it. This actually had just sunk to the bottom of my tub. This is very similar to the P. Louise eyeshadow base. However, it's a little bit stiffer formula, I would say. And I love this eyeshadow primer. I love it. I am a brand ambassador for this brand. This is a US indie brand. I just think the brand owner is one of the most amazing people on this planet. I adore her. So finding this eyeshadow primer has been amazing. I just love it. I just need to use it more. So now that I found it again, and we'll reorganize some things, hopefully I will be using this more often. Then I have 2 tubes of the CoverGirl Lid Lock. One of these was sent to me from Dion Loves Makeup. We did a full face of drugstore makeup collab using CoverGirl products, and she was not real thrilled with this, so she sent it to me. This is a very good, in my opinion, very good, affordable eyeshadow primer. It's similar, I would say, to the Urban Decay Primer Potion in consistency and in the way it dries down, kind of tacky. I do set this with a little bit of translucent setting powder. I'm going to show you the wand here. It's got a little just doe foot wand. See, little wand here. So basically you just apply it to your eyelid, smooth it out. Like I said, I set mine with a little bit of translucent powder and you're good to go. And it does a really good job of allowing your shadows to adhere to it. In my experience, it doesn't crease. I really like having these in my collection. Then we have the NYX Professional Makeup Proof It eyeshadow primer. Now, this was the primer that I would primarily only use actually, for quite a long time. When I first got into actually using eyeshadow primers, this was my jam, absolutely. Very affordable, cheap, I would say. I got both of these off Amazon for $5. They have sales on Amazon for this product all the time. And it works so well. It's very lightweight. Pretty much all of the primers I've shown you so far are really lightweight. I really prefer a more lightweight eyeshadow primer. Got a little doe foot here. You just apply it to the lid, smooth it out, and then I did set this also with some translucent powder. I haven't used this in a really long time. I mean, I think these probably would work fine, but I am going to hold on to these because, I don't know, kind of for nostalgic reasons, and also because they work really well. And if, you know, I run out of something else or I can't find something else, which happens quite often, I can always use these. And again, cheap, lightweight, works really well. And I have this little pot eyeshadow primer from Cara Beauty. This is in the shade Nude. And I've never used this. I got this a long time ago, well, you know, several months ago, and I have never used it. I'm not going to get rid of it because I really do want to try it. I really do want to try this. I love Cara Beauty. I got this off their website on sale. I think it was like 50% off. I have no idea how much it cost, but it's a cute little component here. And I have swatched it, I think. Have I swatched this? Yeah, I did. I did feel it. It's kind of similar, I would say, to the P. Louise eyeshadow base or the Queen Nubia eyeshadow base, kind of emollient, but felt pretty lightweight. And I don't think this is something I would need to set. So just need to give it a try. And last but not least, I have the Juvia's Place eyeshadow primer. I have used this twice, and I really did like it. But like I say, I'm going to say this a lot in this video and all of my videos, all of these collection videos. It just sinks to the bottom of my tub and I don't use it. It's just this cool little kind of little squirty thing, just like we have with the P. Louise and the Queen Nubia, same kind of component here. But I really liked it. I thought it worked really well. I just need to use it. Now we're gonna go into the face primers. Some of these look awful, I apologize. I'm not real good about taking the stickers off of these, so just bear with me here. This is the Formula 10.0.6 Thirst No More Moisturizer, Fruit Complex, and White Tea. Now, this is a moisturizer, but I have used it as a primer before, like a moisturizing primer. And I did really like this. I haven't used this in a long time. This is pretty much completely full. So yes, again, I need to organize it better so that I will use this. The only thing I remember about this, because like I said, I haven't used it in a while, is that it did kind of ball up a little bit on my skin. So I will try this again, and if it does that, I'll probably either just toss it or maybe give it to my daughter or a coworker. Then we have the L'Oreal Paris Age Perfect Blurring Face Primer infused with Caring Serum in Rosy Rose 00. This is one of my absolute favorite primers. I love it. It does a really good job of kind of blurring my pores. I mean, I'm going to say that I don't think I have any primers that, you know, completely blank my pores out, but it does kind of, I would say, tone it down. I mean, I don't have huge pores, but I have some on my nose and on my cheeks. This is just a really nice consistency. It's kind of lotiony, but maybe a little bit thicker than lotion. It feels really good on the skin. It makes your skin feel really soft and dewy. And it does kind of have a little bit of a glow to it. So yeah, I definitely will be keeping this. Then we have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Face Primer in Dewy. And I've had this forever, and it's kind of a hot mess, and it's almost gone. And I am going to put a little bit of this on the back of my hand for you, just so you can kind of see the glowiness of it. I hope you can anyway. Just a really nice glowy primer. I love this. And it feels really nice on the face too. It's kind of a lotiony consistency. And I would say that if you're going to use a matte foundation, this primer works really well because it just kind of gives you that lit from within look. It just kind of makes the matte foundation look a little bit more skin-like and very affordable. I think I got this at my local drugstore for, I don't know, no more than $5. Then we have the Perlice Matcha Green Tea Antioxidant Priming Moisturizer. And I got this, I'm pretty sure, in an Ipsy, and it's really nice. It has kind of a light green tea scent to it, pretty light, but very nice. And I don't mind scented makeup. And yeah, I think this is a very nice moisturizing primer. Then we have the Believe Beauty Radiantly Primed Face Primer. And I didn't get the sticker all the way off right there, so that looks horrible. I apologize. This was $5 at my local Dollar General, and I love this primer. It's a beautiful, glowy face primer. It's amazing, and it's so cheap. I got this and the Believe Beauty foundation. I'd heard everybody and their dog rave about that foundation. I went and picked it up, and it was awful. I did not like how that worked on me. I'll be showing that to you when I do my foundation collection and declutter video. I will never declutter this. I'm going to use this until it's all the way gone. It's almost all the way gone. But there's just still a little bit left. I can still keep using this, and I just love this. My favorite radiant glowy primer. Then we have a true OG face primer. This is the Benefit Professional, and I got this, I think, in a BoxyCharm or an Ipsy. I'm sure most of you have used this product. At first, I did not like the consistency of it at all, but I got used to it, and I fell in love with it. I think this is an amazing primer. It does a really good job of blurring my skin, blurring the pores, and also kind of evening out the texture. Great primer. And we have the Makeup Revolution Mattify Matte and Fix Primer. I got this off their website when they were having a sale. I love this primer. This is a nice, very nice mattifying primer if you have oilier skin or an oily T-zone. This does a great job of toning that down. Works really well under a more glowy or hydrating foundation, I would say. Wonderful primer. So glad I have this in my collection. Then we have the CoverGirl True Blend Base Business Skin Primer in Pore Minimizing. And I got this for my full face of drugstore makeup collab with Dion, one of our collabs, obviously when we used CoverGirl products. And I really like it. It's very affordable, worked well, it has a nice light scent to it. Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for a good, cheaper, more affordable primer, I think that you would really like this. I don't know that it blurs my pores as well as like the Benefit or the L'Oreal ones I have. But I think it's a decent primer, and it does do a pretty good job of allowing your foundation to adhere to it and last longer. Then we have the First Aid Beauty Hello Fab Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. And I got this, I'm pretty sure, in an Ipsy. This is basically almost gone. I mean, there's just a teeny tiny little bit left in there. I don't think I have enough to cover my entire skin, so I might just toss this. Really worked well. I liked it. It was a nice moisturizing primer, left my skin feeling very dewy soft, very hydrated, and it worked well underneath foundation. Then we have the NYX Professional Makeup, the Marshmallow Primer, and I got this from Oakley. We did a makeup swap collab, and she sent this to me. And I love this primer. And again, this is one of those ones that falls to the bottom of my tub and I could just slap myself because I really enjoy this primer. I've used it a few times. Makes your skin feel really soft. It smells like marshmallows. It's heaven. And it just works great underneath foundations. I've used it under, I think, 2 or 3 different foundations and it worked great. So yeah, I'm gonna, again, organize things better so that I will use this. Then we have the Camelina and Strobe, I believe that's how you say it, Luminizing Primer. I got this in a BoxyCharm. I love the tube that it comes in, these little flowers. I think that's super cute. And it says Seraphine Botanicals on the top. I've used this a lot, not for a while, but it does work really well. It is very illuminizing. It makes you kind of look lit from within. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't use full coverage foundations, so I can't really speak to how this would work underneath a more full coverage foundation. But for lighter weight foundations, BB creams, that sort of thing, well, I don't know that I would use this under a BB cream. Scratch that. That would be a little bit too much glow, look a little sweaty. But under a lightweight foundation, this works really nice. Kind of, like I said, gives you that lit from within look. Then we have the YC Collection Let Me First Primer. This came in an Ipsy as well, and very nice primer. You know, I wouldn't say it's incredible, but I wouldn't say it's horrible. It's just, you know, kind of middle of the road. It works well. I don't really know anything about this brand. You know, I'm glad I have it in my collection, but you know, this isn't something that I always grab, but it's not something that I don't grab either. Then we have the Maybelline New York Fit Me Matte and Poreless Mattifying Primer with sunscreen. I love the smell of this primer. I love sunscreen. It smells so good. And I did get this also for a full face of drugstore collab that I did with Dion when I used Maybelline products. This is a great primer. I really like it. Very affordable. It feels nice on the skin. Has that wonderful sunscreen scent. I love it. Then we have the First Aid Beauty Hello Fab Pores Be Gone Matte Primer. Now, I don't even remember using this. It's pretty much gone. I don't remember not liking it. I don't remember liking it. I don't really remember much about it. So, yeah, I have too many primers and I just kind of forget. But you know, like I said, I don't remember anything negative about this primer. So I'm sure it's just fine. And this is pretty much gone too. So this will probably be going in the garbage can. Then I have 2 of these little tubes of the Benefit Professional Hydrate Primer. Now this one's almost gone. This one's almost completely full, it feels like. Honestly, I don't remember using this at all. I'm sure I loved it. I don't remember anything negative about it, just like I don't about the other one. But these have been in that tub for a long time. These came in an Ipsy. I don't know. Am I going to use these? Probably not. I think probably what I'll do is just give these to my daughter. This one I'll probably just throw in the garbage can because there's hardly any left. And this one, like I said, is almost full. So this one will be going to Sydney. Then I have this little tube here. This is the Yensa Color and Face Tone Up Primer Essential Glow 8 Super Blocks Essence. I don't know what that means. I don't think I've ever used this. I think this came either in a BoxyCharm or an Ipsy, and I honestly do not think I have ever used this. So I definitely want to give this a try just to see what I think. Sorry that I can't tell you what I think about it. But yeah, again, the organization is going to help me use this. Last but not least, we have the L'Oreal Paris Magic Perfecting Base, and this is my absolute favorite primer that I own. Little pot here, it's super cute, very affordable. I think I got this off Amazon for $9 to $11 at the most. It kind of looks like cake frosting. It kind of feels like cake frosting. I'll get a little bit of this out and put it on the back of my hand. It does kind of have a little bit of a sticky feel to it, but as it warms up on your skin, it just melts nicely across the skin. And it makes your skin feel very soft, very youthful, very dewy, very hydrated. I love using this. I think it does a really good job of blurring my pores, taking away texture, which I don't have a ton of texture, but I do have a little bit on my cheeks. And I don't know, it just feels great. And it works really well underneath foundations. So yes, my favorite primer I've ever tried. So those were my eyeshadow primers and my face primers. And I would love to know if any of you have those products and what you think of them. Let's talk about it in the comment section. What's your least favorite? What's your most favorite? All of those are drugstore, very affordable. I think there's a couple that maybe weren't, but I got them in like a subscription box, or I got them on sale because I am a bargain hunter. I am a total cheapskate. Now, I didn't really get rid of a lot of those. A couple of them I know I need to throw away, and then a couple of them I will be giving to my daughter, but I thought I'd be getting rid of more of those. I don't know. I just really want to get through these different videos here, get through my collection, and get it thinned down and organize it better. And then I think what I'll do is I'll film how I have things set up and how I have them organized better, hopefully. Episode 2 is going to be my foundations and my concealers, and that's going to be really fun. I don't have a ton, but I have more than I need, so I don't know. This is going to be really fun, I hope, to get through all this stuff and just have my space be a little bit more zen for me. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your busy day or evening to sit down and watch my video. It always means the world to me. If you have subscribed or you would like to subscribe, do not forget to hit the notification bell. That way you're aware of all of my future uploads. I cannot wait to see you guys again on my next video, but in the meantime, please take care of yourself, be well, safe, happy, and I hope to see you very soon. Thanks again, you guys. Take care. Bye.
Drop it.